On today's show, we're going to visit a sweet girl named Sandy. June 23rd, National Pecan Sandy Day. Yes, she's a cookie. And that's okay, because we like a good cookie. So we're going to do that one today from scratch. Like 8 or 9 ingredients, super easy. We love a super easy cookie. This one is one of those cookies though that you got to make the dough ahead of time and let it sit for about a half hour, an hour in the fridge to get firm, so that way we can scoop it and drop it and bake it, which we love a good scoop and drop cookie. Way better than a rolling cookie. Those are the worst. But anyway, get your mixer ready. Here's your ingredients for today. Let's get started and go visit Pecan Sandy. I know she sounds like a contestant on RuPaul's Next Drag Superstar. She could be. Never know. Be right back. Okay, for our Pecan Sandies today, you'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of kosher salt, 18 tablespoons of unsalted butter at room temperature, that's 2 sticks and 2 tablespoons, a half a cup of packed light brown sugar, a half a cup of regular sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of bourbon, and 2 cups of chopped pecans. Okay, so let's get started. Today, first thing we're going to do is take our 2 cups of flour and our salt, and we're just going to whisk those together, okay? Now, I had a decent amount of whole wheat flour left over from something that I did with it. So what I actually did with this cookie is did a cup of regular all-purpose flour and a cup of whole wheat flour. I don't know if that makes it healthier. I don't know if it's going to change the consistency of the cookie. We'll see. Pecan Sandies are usually more of that dry, crumbly kind of cookie anyway. They're not really, as far as I know, or the ones I've had, I don't remember them being like a chewy cookie. But we'll see. Who knows? Never did this one before, and we'll see what it comes out like. Okay, so just whisk those together. Okay, then next, in our mixing bowl here, we're going to put our room temperature butter and our 2 sugars, our regular and our brown sugar. And we're just going to mix these and whip them fluffy, creamy, you know, all blended together. Okay, and then once you got those mixed together, incorporated nice and fluffy, mix in your vanilla and your bourbon. Bourbon. We're putting booze in our cookies today. I guess it's a southern thing because it's I think this Pecan Sandy is a southern-born cookie. So why wouldn't they put bourbon in it? Alrighty, be right back. Okay, and that's blended, and now we're just going to slowly add our flour, okay? And then the last thing on a low speed, 2 cups of chopped pecans, or pecans, or we've had this discussion before, I know. Oh, look at that, as they fly back out of there. That's why you want to do this on low speed, so that way they just mix into the dough without craziness, okay? And that's it. Once this is mixed, we're just going to cover it with we're going to take right in this bowl. I'm not even going to change bowls. Right in this bowl, I'm going to cover some plastic wrap, stick it in the fridge for an hour, and then we'll be back to bake these up. Actually, a half hour we'll probably do. So, half hour, and we'll bake these. So about 15 minutes in, 20 minutes in, start preheat, depending on how long your oven takes to preheat. In about 20 minutes, preheat your oven, and then in 30 minutes, we'll start the baking process. Alrighty? Be back. Okay, so our dough's out of the fridge, been chilling for about a half hour. Our oven is 350 preheat, and we're going to bake these for about 15 minutes. But as always, baking, keep your eye on them. Get your cooling racks ready. Remember, if you leave them on these hot cookie sheets, when you take them out, they will continue to cook on the bottom, and you don't want a burnt bottom cookie. Okay? Now, this recipe says to take them and roll them into balls and just put them about 2 inches apart on here. So I'm guessing, it doesn't say press them down, which you do with a lot of these cookies. So I don't know if that means they're going to kind of spread out on their own. We never made these before. So I'm just going to use my handy dandy scooper here and make a flat bottomed ball. Just press it into there and I'll space them apart, and we'll see with the first batch if they kind of spread out or not. You know, like when you do a lacy oatmeal cookie and they just kind of spread all on their own. I'm guessing because there's so much butter in this that that's probably what's going to happen. But we'll see, okay? Now, you can also if you want to make these extra fancy, is take a pecan hat, you know, like the whole pecan, the half pecan or whatever it's whole, half, whatever, and you can press one into each of the top of these, just so that way you have that really fancy decorated pecan thing. We're not doing that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get these out onto my tray here, get them in the oven, and we'll be back when we pull the first tray out, and we'll see exactly how they spread out and how they cook. Alrighty, be right back. Alrighty, first batch is out, and they didn't spread out as much as I thought. Here, I got some on, I put them on my cooling rack. I mean, they still have a nice shape to them. They spread out a little bit, but that's okay. I just want to give one a try while they're still hot and do our tasting right away with that ooey gooey cookie. It's gonna be hot. I should have a glass of milk, but. Nice flavor. Kind of tastes almost pecan pie-ish, without all the beautiful, delicious sugariness of a pecan pie. But it's got that flavor. Oh, these are really good. Oh yeah. I'm digging these, and it doesn't seem like I'm looking at it so intently because it doesn't seem like the whole wheat flour made a difference with the regular flour or anything. Yeah, really good cookie, very tasty. It's gonna be hard to stay away from these, man. Oh. Big glass of milk is calling my name. Alrighty, happy Pecan Sandy Day, everybody. I'm glad we visited this young lady. We'll see you tomorrow.